Hello, when we are working inside Figma, we have the ability to create component and its properties. So first we need to understand what is a component. So component is basically a reusable element which you can reuse in your design system or in your whole project. And the first advantage that you get from creating component is that you don't repeat yourself. And the second biggest advantage you get is consistent designs, which is the key for user experience and for user interface. So to get started, I have already created a component, and this is an input field for my form, and this input field have multiple variants. So the first one is default, the second is disabled, the third one is active state, and the fourth one is the error message. So these are the variants which I think are usable in my project, and I created the variants according to that. So the first component that you create is called master component, or the parent one, and then when you create its child, for example, I will grab this default state in the layers panel, and I will create a copy by pressing option, and I will drag it out over here. So now on the right side you can see that I have states and I have the default one selected from it. So if I open this drop down, you can see that I can see the other states from it. So now I will create another copy over here, and I will try to select the active state for this component. So in this drop down I will select the active one. So you can see that whatever is coming from the master component, it's showing over here. So this is how you can create multiple variants and use it in your prototypes accordingly. And now I will go ahead and create another copy over here, and I will select the error message over here. So my input field, if has some error, I want to show it in the prototype. So this is how you can show the multiple states when you are creating the components. And in the last one, I will show the disabled state over here. So in future, for example, there was some changes, like I want to change the color of this error message. If I zoom in, you can see that the color of the error message and the input field is not matching. So I will select the parent component over here, and for the rectangle, I will select the color, and in strokes I will select the same red color as the error message. So now you can see that the instance or the child item is also changing the color. So wherever this child instance was used, the color will be updated in the whole prototype or in all design file. And once you have done the changes, you can also publish it to your library by right clicking on it and going to main components and publish selected components. So once you publish your selected component, it will be updated in your whole library, and it will be also updated in all design files that is using that same library. So this is just the example that how I created a master component, and I wanted to show the instances.